According to multiple reports, the Patriots are set to acquire Eagles defensive end Michael Bennett and a 2020 7th-round pick in exchange for a 2020 5th-round selection. Here's what the 33-year-old Bennett, a three-time Pro Bowler, should bring to New England. Few defenders have crushed quarterbacks at a higher, more consistent rate over the last 6 years than Bennett. Since 2013, the former Buccaneer, Seahawk and Eagle has averaged 8 sacks and better than 24 QB hits per season, including a 2016 campaign when he missed 5 games. It's the only season since 2011 in which Bennett's been sidelined. Best of all, according to Pro Football Focus, only Khalil Mack and Von Miller have produced more individual pressures over the last 5 seasons. Last year in Philadelphia, Bennett racked up 78 pressures, which tied New England defensive end Trey Flowers and Houston Texans star J.J. Watt, per PFF. Bottom line, he's consistent, destructive and versatile. Bennett's kicked inside on passing downs throughout his career and wreaked havoc versus less athletic guards and centers. The Patriots experienced Bennett's devastation firsthand in Feb. 2015, when Bennett hit Tom Brady 4 times and drew a holding call during Super Bowl 49. Expect New England to utilize him in a variety of ways and alignments in 2019. Bennett logged 10 starts for the Eagles during his age 32 season and tied a career high for 30 QB hits. The Patriots should plug him into their first team in training camp and Bennett should remain there, lest the staff determines he's better off in a rotational role as they did with another veteran end, Adrian Clayborn, last summer. Meanwhile, Bennett started for Philadelphia just once through Week 7. Then he opened every game for the remainder of the season, and while his sack rate dipped from Week 8 on, Bennett remained a force. In New England, Trey Flowers finished as the only defensive lineman in the neighborhood of Bennett's 716 regular season snaps. Flowers played 732, and the next highest figure belonged to Lawrence Guy, 519, good for 49.76% of all the Pats' defensive snaps. Therefore, by virtue of how New England rotates its defensive linemen, it's likely Bennett's playing time will drop next season even if he's named a starter. Then again, if Flowers doesn't return, Trey Flowers' insurance when free agency kicks off Wednesday. Flowers, as the top available edge defender on the market, it is expected to fetch around $17 million per year. By relinquishing to Power to keep him via the franchise tag, New England made clear it views $17.1 million guaranteed for 1 year as too rich. Now with Bennett on board, will the Pats be less inclined to pony up for Flowers on a multi-year deal? The guess here is yes. Slightly. Because regardless of what Bennett brings, Flowers is an elite defensive lineman in the infancy of his prime. Last year, he grew into a top 5 player on New England's roster. His fit within the team's defense and culture is perfect. The Patriots, like every competent NFL front office, should hold interest in signing Trey Flowers. That said, their fallback option has suddenly grown significantly stronger. Bennett will provide a strong edge presence at least through 2019, and a top draft prospect, of which there are plenty in this draft class, can take it from there. That's the scenario New England's front office will lay out if Flowers' camp insists on an extra couple million at the negotiating table. The Pats may hate to see Flowers go, but it won't hurt quite as bad to watch him leave as it would have 24 hours ago. Friendly contract. Arguably the best part of the Bennett as an insurance policy theory is his price tag. Bennett will make $6.2 million in base salary next season and count just $7.2 million against the cap because of $1 million in per-game roster bonuses. That's less than half of what Flowers is projected to earn. Bennett is also signed through 2020 with a scheduled cap hit of $8 million in his final year. Now, Bennett has expressed a desire to receive a pay raise and disrupted locker rooms in the past. Those could be problematic. But Friday was not about problems. It was about New England finding a solution to potential problems next week and next year with a single, swift, skillful trade that surely has the rest of the league shaking their heads.